Roman Reigns' shocking return, the Bloodline's vengeance on Bron Breakker. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestling News CC. Tonight, we've got a truly mind-blowing story that no one saw coming, and it's one that will be talked about for years to come. WWE fans were left stunned, speechless, and questioning everything they thought they knew about the future of the company. In a night filled with surprises and jaw-dropping moments, nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared us for what we witnessed. We're diving deep into a shocking moment that's still shaking the entire wrestling world. Picture this, Seth Rollins, the face of WWE's future, backstage, staring in stunned silence. Why? Because the ghost of WWE's past, none other than Roman Reigns, re-emerged in the most devastating way possible, and he made his presence felt. Tonight, we'll break down exactly what happened when Roman Reigns made his shocking return, and how it sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe, leaving Bron Breakker and even Paul Heyman in the wake of a brutal and unforgettable attack. Let's get into it. The setup, Bron Breakker's ambitious rise. Everything seemed like business as usual at the beginning of the night. The air was filled with the kind of electric buzz that only the WWE Universe can generate, as we were all eager to see what was coming next. One of WWE's most promising young stars, Bron Breakker, was set for a promo segment. The man who had been on a tear through the roster, showing no mercy to anyone who crossed his path, was ready to make another statement. But what Bron didn't realize was that he was about to cross a line that would forever change his career. Bron Breakker, with the intensity of a lion, strutted into the arena, looking every bit the part of the cocky, arrogant champion that he thought he was becoming. He's been on a streak, running through opponents like a freight train, building momentum at an unprecedented rate. He's become known for his aggression, his brutality, and his take no prisoners mentality. But Bron's arrogance seemed to reach new heights as he made his boldest move yet, laying his hands on none other than Paul Heyman. Yes, you heard that right, Bron Breakker, the new self-proclaimed head of the table, decided that not only would he destroy every opponent in his path, but he would also target the one man who's been with Roman Reigns since the very beginning, Paul Heyman. Bron, with a sneer on his face, took to the microphone, mocking the Bloodline, laughing at Roman Reigns, and even declaring that Roman's era in WWE was over. He scoffed at the idea of Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, and instead, positioned himself as the new head of the table. As you can imagine, the crowd wasn't having it. Chants of, "You're not Roman," filled the arena, but Bron didn't care. In fact, he fed off the negativity. He thrived on the boos, basking in the hate that was showered upon him. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse for the WWE Universe, just when it seemed like Bron Breakker was going to leave the ring in typical heel fashion, something happened that none of us were prepared for. The lights go out. Suddenly, the lights went out. The entire arena fell into darkness. For a brief moment, there was nothing but confusion. Fans murmured. Some wondered if it was just part of the show. Was it a technical glitch? Was someone playing mind games? Then it happened. The unmistakable sound of Roman Reigns' theme hit the speakers. Slow. Methodical. Powerful. It echoed through the arena, and in that instant, fans began to realize what was unfolding before them. The chill in the air was palpable. Could it be? No way. It couldn't be. But it was. Roman Reigns' shocking return. Out of the darkness, Roman Reigns stepped into the spotlight. And let me tell you, it was a moment that will be burned into the minds of WWE fans forever. This wasn't the usual entrance we're used to seeing from the tribal chief. There was no slow walk, no posing, no fireworks. This Roman was different. His presence was overwhelming, his aura more commanding than ever. His eyes locked on the ring with an intensity that was almost frightening. Bron Breakker, who had been basking in the hate of the crowd and soaking up the spotlight, now stood in complete disbelief. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Roman Reigns, the man he had dared to mock, was back, and this time, he was not coming for a fight. No. He was coming for something much more dangerous. The bloodline strikes back. Roman Reigns wasted no time. As soon as he stepped into the ring, the crowd erupted, a mixture of shock, excitement, and pure disbelief. The tribal chief didn't need words. His presence alone spoke volumes. But just when we thought it was all about posturing, Roman turned his attention to Paul Heyman, who had been standing in the background. Without hesitation, Roman's gaze turned to the man who had long been his special counsel, the man who had stood by his side as Roman claimed every title in the WWE. But tonight, things were different. This wasn't about titles. This wasn't about dominance. This was about family. And Roman, with a look that could freeze anyone in their tracks, had made it clear that no one, not even Paul Heyman, was beyond his reach. In a brutal and shocking display, Roman attacked both Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. It was clear that Roman's return was not just a surprise, it was a statement. And that statement was that Roman Reigns was back, and he was not to be underestimated. The fallout, what this means for WWE. The implications of Roman's return are huge. This wasn't just an ordinary return of a superstar, it was the reemergence of a legend who had been lying in wait. Roman Reigns had watched the chaos unfold. He had seen the rise of a new generation, led by guys like Bron Breakker. And now, he was here to remind everyone why he is, and always will be, the true head of the table. The impact of this moment will ripple through WWE for months, maybe even years. Roman's message was clear, this is still his company, and if anyone wants to challenge that, they'd better be prepared for the consequences. Bron Breakker, despite his strength and arrogance, now knows firsthand that challenging Roman Reigns is not something to be taken lightly. But beyond the immediate destruction of Bron Breakker and the tense moment with Paul Heyman, the question remains, what's next for Roman Reigns? What does this mean for the bloodline? And how does this impact the future of WWE, especially with the upcoming pay-per-views and major matches on the horizon? A new era? Or the end of one? As the dust settles, one thing is crystal clear, Roman Reigns is back, and he's not going anywhere. His return marks the beginning of a new chapter, but also a reminder that the past can still hold a powerful sway over the present. Whether you're a fan of the tribal chief or not, it's hard to deny the impact that his presence has on WWE. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will Bron Breakker ever recover from this shocking defeat? Will he rise from the ashes or fade into irrelevance? And more importantly, will Roman Reigns continue to hold the throne of WWE with an iron fist, or is there someone out there, who will challenge him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think will be the next to rise up against Roman Reigns? Is Bron Breakker finished, or does he have something more to show? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more WWE news and updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.